My name is Tamara Nolte, and I travel around the world teaching leadership and communication skills to people in the business world through the lens of improv comedy. But it's not my background in improv or my fancy MBA that actually makes me great for this work. It's the fact that I have a real passion about something very specific, my not-so-secret life in early childhood education. I have spent the past 15 years building early childhood programs for moms and toddlers around the world, and I've become really passionate about it because of this. This is my family's business. I could say that I've been in preschool education since I was in preschool. My family owns this school, I went to this school, and after I graduated from this school, I worked in this school. And it's actually because of this that I've started to see the connection between what I know about our earliest years and what we see in the workplace in our adult lives. And so what I want you to do today is to think about you yourself at work, but not just your adult self at work, your 3-year-old self at work. So think what this looks like. You've got tiny little arms, tiny little legs, a tiny little face, and you've got a great big desk. And you're sitting there clacking away, which would be weird except for everybody else at your office is also 3 years old. Got it? So they're dragging big suitcases that are actually just briefcases. They're, taking Post-its and throwing them around the floor. The place is a disaster. And here you are trying to do what you do best, which is figure out how to be in life, but you're at work. Now, I know you're probably crying, you're sobbing, you are acting out violently, which we need to talk about later, and you're probably hiding under a desk somewhere. But eventually, once all of the chaos calms down, you're coming out of your offices into the real world, and you're get into what children do best, which is play. So I'm going to talk a little bit about play, and I want you to picture yourself in this situation. You probably start off in your office, somewhere closed in. We call that solo play. You're kind of playing, ripping through books that, by the way, don't have pictures. So they get a little bit boring, and being in that office by yourself is a little bit scary. So you leave that solo play stage of your life, and you start to enter into what we call onlooker play. You open the office, you look around, you get to see all of your coworkers, yes, ripping up things, using staplers as choo-choo trains, using the highlighters on the windows, taking those Post-its and making them a slinky down the stairs, right? This is all what's happening, and you're sitting back watching, going, that's interesting. You might even talk about it. Onlooker play happens. Now, I want you to think about a time in your adult life when you also find yourself in onlooker play. Maybe at a meeting when the shit was hitting the fan, and you're like, I'm not going to be a part of this. But I am going to comment on it or think about it. That's a great example of onlooker play in your adult life. So, you're going to get past that stage in just a little while because it's fun enough to watch, but it's way more fun to be involved with things. You're going to dive into the play. So you might go next to that little boy who's playing with the staplers as trains and do the same thing. You might mirror him right along the way. We call that parallel play, where you're playing pretty solo, but near other people. Now think about this in your work life, right? You hear of companies all the time with silos where people are functioning really independently, but yet next to each other. Maybe doing even the same skills, but not communicating across the aisle. Very similar to parallel play. But you know what? You get out of that stage pretty quickly and move on to associative play, where you're maybe taking some ideas from different people, but you're not quite in sync. It's no surprise that this stage comes up for most kids around 2 to 3 years old because they're getting language for the first time. Which says to us, think about our adult life. If we're not playing without language, we're not communicating, we can't do our work. We know that play is a child's work. Play is also an adult's work. We need to get to the final stage of play, which is cooperative play, where we can communicate, we can be ourselves and listen to other people, and with them build. Because we know our 3-year-old selves, if we can communicate in that way in play, we can all of a sudden get to freeze tag and any kind of board game, right? All of those advanced gameplay comes with listening, building, and working with other people in cooperative play. So I'm encouraging all of us to recognize that play is not just a child's work, play is a human's work. Bring yourself and also your child to work to play, and you're going to have a whole new experience at your workday. Thank you very much.